Hi, and welcome to another unboxing and review. This time it's for an Aochuan branded smart gimbal. So I'm going to start with the unboxing, and then I'll go through a rundown of the features and the use of the gimbal. So okay, let's go. So in the box we get a soft case, and within the soft case it is double zipped for convenience. So you got the zipped pocket at the top, and that contains the manual, an LED light, charging cable, and a second charging cable. Each of the gimbal and the light have a separate charging cable. So that's the main gimbal, and I'll run through the features of that in a second. This is the extendable monopod, and finally we got the tripod. So I'll put the case off to one side. So the case basically has the separate compartments and the Velcro straps to hold down everything securely, and then you got a couple of netted pockets there, and a zipped pocket at the top there. Right, so you get the tripod, which basically either screws into the bottom of the actual gimbal, or into the bottom of the monopod if you want to be able to extend the thing, and then that screws into the bottom of the gimbal attachment there. Okay, so that's the unboxing and looking at all the components. The tripod feels pretty solid. It's got non-slip feet there, so it won't slip and slide on a smooth surface. The gimbal itself feels pretty solid. That's the normal locked position that it comes in, so you'd fold it down into that position to put it back into the storage bag. You got the light, which has got a magnetic attachment there, and that attaches onto the either side of the main grip there. I'll demonstrate that in a second. Right, so I'm just going to give you an idea of how large or small this is. So I'm going to pop that on the scale. So that's coming in at around about 360 grams, which is light. In terms of size, I'll just give you a quick idea of size. That's around 16 centimeters. For me, that's compact and light enough for me to easily put into a jacket pocket, and even I can fit these reasonably comfortably into a denim pocket. So I'm just going to demonstrate the basic assembly and operation of the gimbal. So the gimbal comes equipped with a standard sized screw thread there, and same with the tripod feet, and also the monopod. I'm going to connect the tripod directly without the use of the monopod. So it's slightly easier to have the feet folded in first. So you insert that into there, and just gently tighten that up until it stops turning, and then you can fold out the feet, and that gives you quite a stable base, either to place on some tabletop or other surface, or you can fold it up and use that as a additional handhold. I prefer this to be on there permanently, because I can put it down onto a desktop and also use that as a handhold. Okay, so prior to switching it on, you need to fold this arm out, and the hinge is actually that grey thing there. So the easiest way to do it is if you grab somewhere there, fold it out gently, you'll hear a slight kind of clicking, and fold that out, fold the feet out if you want to dismount it, and that's it. Now that's ready for you to mount a camera in and start to use that. Okay, I'm briefly just going to demonstrate the operation of this. So first thing is to fold out the tripod feet, so it gives it a nice stable base. The next is to fold out this the gimbal arm, so gently fold that up and all the way until it clicks. Okay, now you notice it's a broadly figure of 7 shape there, so that means that you got the correct folding out of the arm. Okay, that's the mobile phone clip. So the way to do this is it's spring loaded, so you mount that in there, and you want this as broadly horizontal as you can. It doesn't need to be perfect, because as soon as you power the gimbal on, it will kind of orientate itself in the correct manner. So that's more or less in the right position. Okay, so now that the mobile device is mounted in the gimbal switched on, so that's now stabilized. So if you move that, it'll reorientate itself into the correct position. The next thing you want to do is to, I'm not going to demonstrate these steps from a point of brevity, is to connect the device to the gimbal via Bluetooth, and also download the smartphone app. It's worth downloading the smartphone app, because some of these controls won't function without the smartphone app. Right, the joystick is universal, so the joystick basically just moves the gimbal to the left and to the right, up and down, and double click to reorientate itself in the correct position. Also, what works without the app is the shutter buttons. That's a red one. So press to record or take a picture, depending on which app you're using. I'm actually in the Aochuan app. And also you got the focus wheel there, so you can adjust the focus. This won't work outside of the app, so that's for use within the app. And you've also got the zoom and the wide sliders. So in addition to the control, there's a joystick. If you if you single click on it, that's the F mode. That's the simplest mode. That basically just gives you image stabilization for new users. That's probably the easiest mode to kind of go into. If you double click on this, that just reorientates it back to its default position. Triple clicking it gives you a rotating mode. I haven't actually used this yet, but if you want a kind of cinematic rotating mode while you're moving towards a subject, that's the way to do it. Okay, the smartphone app has various features. I'll try to run through the features as a separate piece if I can. But one of the nice features is this face tracking ability. Now, once you turn that on, this should attempt to track that face. Now, I'm going to put in front of it just a static image, and you should be able to see as soon as it picks up. So you can see the gimbal is actually rotating to try to follow that face up, down, left, right, and that works with both the front-facing camera and also the rear-facing camera as well. And I have tested this, and it does work over a reasonable distance. So you can be several meters away, and it'll completely track exactly on the face. So you got that's quite a nice feature. So in addition to the actual gimbal, you get a separate light unit. Now this is a multicolored light unit. So in addition to the the kind of white lighting, so fill-in lighting, you've also got several colors to choose from. This is USB-C chargeable using a built-in battery. You can just recharge that exactly the same as the gimbal using a USB-C cable, which is included. That depending on which way you're shooting, so that would be for front facing, that would be for rear facing, and that just magnetically clips onto the top or the bottom. And to turn it on, so you got a range of colors to choose from, and you can orient that to face in the other direction if that's how you're you've got actually two magnetic clips. So if you want an upward facing, you can orient it that way. If you want forward facing, orient it that way. And okay, so that's the basic operation of the gimbal, and also the camera. Sorry, the lighting unit. I'll try to shoot some footage with the actual gimbal unit in operation. So I'll connect up my main camera to the gimbal unit and see you can get a demonstration of how good the footage is. Okay, to pack this up, it's reasonably straightforward. Firstly, just unclip your mobile device. Press and hold the power button for about 2 seconds, and that's now powered off. Now, it's just a case of folding the arm down, and there's a small notch on the back of this that basically you can see a slight notch there as well on the holder, and that basically folds down and fits into there. So that stops the gimbal moving around too much, and then it's just a case of either removing or folding up the feet there. So this is footage without any kind of gimbal stabilization. So I've got just a normal tripod. So this is now with the gimbal stabilization turned on. So hopefully you can see that this is a little, well, significantly smoother than the last video clip. So just a quick tour of my garden there. So there's very little moving around. But you notice the video on the stays very, very stable. Yeah, I'll let you be the judge of how much more stable that's actually. So this is now through the app and the use of the gimbal. The only thing I've really turned on is the software anti-shake technology. So compared to the last footage, I don't know whether there's any discernible difference, but I'll sum that up in the conclusion. So yeah, all in all, a very professional gimbal stabilization package, which is at a very, very good price, bringing proper gimbal stabilization into the hands of smaller and amateur filmmakers. Well worth a look at. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, then please like and subscribe. Thanks.